I realize they're trying to steal Carmelo with this trade exception. It gets very complicated, but they would have to jettison a number of other pieces, and the Knicks are not going to basically just give away Carmelo Anthony.
The Kings gave away Boogie, so why not?
Okay, here's what I think is going to happen, and this is what I think Cleveland should do. And I've told you this before, and I believe it much more strongly now because we've had a new update here on Kevin Love and his condition because he just had knee surgery, minor knee surgery. I would go ahead, if the Knicks would still do it, at the trade deadline on Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern, I would trade Kevin Love straight up for Carmelo Anthony because it's a sweet deal. It works perfectly with the cap both ways, and give LeBron James what he wants and what I think he needs to beat Golden State. Because what is happening to Kevin Love? You say he's a great fit. I see a guy who's going on 29 years of age in his 9th NBA season who's turning into a brittle, injury-plagued basketball player. I'm looking at his litany of injuries. He had a broken hand. He's had back issues right and left. He had a dislocated shoulder. He's had concussion issues. Now he's got, albeit minor knee surgery, but it could turn into major knee problems.
You saw the man yank the man's shoulder, Skip.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
WWF.
Is that not brittle to you? Like,
Skip the man.
Okay, I'm just saying, but it's one thing after another with different body parts with this guy. And I'm saying you should trade him before you think you should trade him. You should trade him straight up for a Carmelo who's stuck in an awful situation. And as LeBron suggested 2 weeks ago, if Carmelo were happy in with a change of scenery, you might see the old Carmelo re-emerge. And I promise you, because I've heard this from several NBA people I've trusted over the years, Golden State would fear Carmelo in the finals far more than they would ever fear a Kevin Love, who was basically non-existent in last year's finals. And I know LeBron, thanks to Draymond getting suspended, came back from 3-1 down. But look at what Kevin Love averaged 9 points and 7 rebounds. He shot 36% from three. This is in the finals last year. He was 5 of 19 on three-pointers in the finals. He missed one game because of a concussion or some concussion syndrome. That's all you got from him. Carmelo would scare Golden State to death. Carmelo would give LeBron the firepower that he thinks psychologically he needs to compete with a Kevin Durant Golden State. I think it's a perfectly timed deal. They should pull this trigger right here, right now. A beat-up Kevin Love. What's he going to do in New York? Is he going to embarrass you? Is he going to come back to haunt you? I think not. Why wouldn't you do that and give LeBron 2 good years of Carmelo, 2 shots at Golden State in the finals, because all that matters to LeBron right now is the finals, right?
Yep, absolutely. And if they can get Carmelo without giving up Kevin Love, I'll make this deal.
Okay, but that's...
I'm not giving up Kevin Love to get Carmelo.
But they can't just steal him.
Why they can't? Phil has made other dumb decisions, said dumb things.
Well, he's just going to say, here, I'm going to give you Carmelo Anthony?
If you want him off his books. That's what the
That would be a fireable offense. Then they should just fire Phil on the spot.
Now you want to fire people for making dumb trades.
Yeah, I do.
Skip, the Cavaliers and LeBron is looking. He's looking out west, and he says, Golden State has a big 4. Trading one for the other, I'm still with a big 3, so I'm still at a disadvantage. Not that I'm still not going to kick the door down on Kevin Durant's head, because remember I told you earlier, sometimes a man can make his destiny on the very road he took to avoid it. Now, he went to Golden State trying to avoid not losing a 3-1 lead and winning a championship. But that road that he's traveling down, there's a man from Akron, Ohio, 6'9", 257 pounds, built like a brick outhouse, that's coming.
The guy who's never done slam dunk contests, that guy?
Yeah, him. And we got the other guy, his sidekick, who's growing up about a minute. Drew, what we call him. Got mad.
The closer.
Oh, man.
He's the closer.
You saw him.
The clutchest cab, Kyrie.
Had Steph Curry in the All-Star game on skates. I thought I was back in the alien roller skating, Joy, back in the day.
You didn't know roller skate.
Nah, you're right, I didn't. But I just, got up here and stood up in the corner. But, I would. But, Skip, now they really need Carmelo. Because Kevin Love's going to be out for, say, 6 to 8 weeks. So now you can get Melo in there. You can blend it with Bron and Kyrie. Because this is what I envision. This is how I envision it. Because I know at some point in time in the finals, Steve Curry's going to go to his death lineup. He's going to bring in Iguodala. He's going to have Steph Curry, Clay, Draymond, and Iggy. We know that. And then what we're going to do to answer that, we're going to go Bron, we're going to go Love, we're going to go Melo, we're going to go J.R. Smith, and we're going to go Drew. And we're going to say, okay, throw the ball out on the court. Now what y'all going to do? What y'all going to do?
Well, I know,
And
I know what they did when it was 3-1 Golden State. I know what was happening. And then Draymond got suspended, and all of a sudden they somehow went back and won game
So
5.
think about what you just said. You said you look at it. You pull those stats up. You good with stats too, Joe. Ooh, that Skip Bayless good with numbers. 9 points, 7 rebounds. But what you didn't say over those last 5 games that LeBron averaged a triple-double.
So
that's how he won
he
it.
always does that.
41.
He's the greatest stat stuffer in the history of stats. He always gets his numbers.
Game 5.
But it's about the W's, and they were down
41.
3-1. Yeah, look at the fourth quarter.
41.
Fourth quarter of game 4. Tell me
You know what? Because I say, I called Bron. I say, Bron, Skip Bayless think you were playing when you hit 41 in game 5. He said you'll never do it again. Guess what he do in game 6, Skip?
So you called him after
Skip,
game 5?
Will you tell him? Yes.
So I deserve a game ball for the finals?
I
for
said,
motivating
Skip,
LeBron?
no, you didn't motivate him.
Oh.
He said, hey, see, I keep telling you what Bron does. Bron doesn't do anything to prove them naysayers and haters.
Why are you looking at
George.
me?
He's proving himself right. And then when it got to game 7, I would have bet everything I owned when it came to game 7 that the Cavaliers were going to get there. Did you actually think LeBron was going to leave Oracle without the Larry O'Brien trophy?
Wait a second. Who hit the last shot?
The chase down.
Oh, wait, it was Kyrie.
It was, first of all, Skip, there would have never been a shot without the chase down.
Oh, you mean the dual chase
They
down?
were so,
You mean the J.R. Smith chase down?
LeBron was so sure that they were going to win the finals, they booked a restaurant in Vegas.
I thought you
Had
told me yesterday that LeBron can't jump. He's not that athletic.
Can you let me tell my story, Skip?
Well, I'm listening, but it's not going anywhere.
LeBron was so convinced that they were going to leave Oracle with that trophy. They booked they closed down the Strip in Vegas, booked a casino, the whole room, all that ace of spades. Ooh, Joe, I should have
I
been
think you're
there.
exaggerating a
Joey,
little bit.
did you see him in Vegas?
Tiny little bit.
JR ain't put a shirt on yet.
That part is true.
Okay, let's fast forward to this coming finals.
Go get him again.
Golden State versus Cleveland. So if you had to make a pick, would you rather have Carmelo or Kevin Love in the lineup?
Kevin Love.
You're kidding. That is so disrespectful to Carmelo Anthony. It's shocking. You want the guy who averaged 9 and 7 last year against
I don't know what
Golden State.
Carmelo averaged in the finals because he's never been there.
Well, that's true, but I'd like to see him there alongside
Well,
LeBron
you gonna
James.
see him there alongside Kevin Love and Kyrie. And again, it's gonna be like heaven because the Cavs in 7.